Hey guys, it's Robert from East Coast Sawing Design. Today we're going to be doing a bit of wood burning, and I want to show you the technique I use and the process I use for burning wood for effect. So to start off with, we get two different torches on the table on the wood pieces here. This one here is a leaf burner, weed burner type torch. It's a non-adjustable regulator. It's got about a 6 or 8 foot hose and a 3 foot wand. This is really good for light burning of wood. I do find that unless you have it really cranked, it takes a little bit of time because you can't adjust how much pressure it's putting out. It's capped out at 18 psi, but it works. So we're not going to be using this one today. Instead, we'll be using this one here. This is a adjustable regulator torch. This is specifically one that was meant for roofing jobs. It has about a 25 foot hose. It has an adjustable regulator. And the big difference other than that is the weed burner torch, I can only hook up to 20-pound tanks or 30-pound tanks that have the outside threads, whereas this one I can hook up to the 100-pounder. So, a little note on safety. You want to be wearing some kind of leather gloves. I can't find the other pair of each gloves, so that's why I'm wearing two different ones. I use a sparker to light my tiger torches because it's a little safer than using a lighter or a match. You want to be outside when you're doing this. You don't want to be doing this inside. So, what we're burning today is some poplar 2x4s. These are nominal. These were milled at 1 5/8 by 3 3/4, and they were trimmed down to be 1 1/2 by 3 1/2, a nominal 2x4. So we're burning these for effect. These are going on a garden bench with a light frame. So we're going to do all 4 faces because you don't want this warping from the excessive drying out that it's going to cause. And that's what the leather gloves are for, is for being able to flip them as you go. So we're going to fire up the torch and I'll show you the process. So I'm not going to adjust the regulator. I know that what it's set to will work for what we're doing today. So this one, which is better for this kind of work because you got the angle, it's much shorter compared to the weed torch. Has the adjuster right on your, basically where your thumb is, so you can kind of crank it as you go. So we'll give her a little bit of gas. So you see we're lit. So I'm going to crank this till it starts roaring. We get a nice blue flame, and that'll be perfect for what we're doing. Okay, so I think I'm going to crank the regulator. Just because this wood is not super dry, so it's taking a bit more to burn. Okay guys, so as you can see, it does not take long at all to burn in a nice finish. So now we're going to rotate all the boards so they're up on edge, and I'll bring you guys in for a closer view of the actual burning process. As you can see guys, it does not take long at all to burn the wood, and even just after that this is somewhat touchable. There's a few smoldering little bits that won't amount to anything, but you can see it produces some quite unique look. So there's a couple different reasons why people would burn wood like this other than aesthetics. There's a process called Shosugibon, which is a Japanese technique of burning wood siding. That's where you really see it, is wood siding. And they deeply char this. This looks like if you've ever had a campfire and a piece partially burnt. It's all like big chunks of charcoal. That's what they burn it to. They'll actually tie their boards together and put them on top of the fire so that it forms a chimney effect. And the reason for that is burnt wood does not catch on fire as quickly as unburnt wood, because when you burn the wood, when you torch the wood, it actually takes a lot of the volatiles out of the wood, so you're just left with the pure carbon, and pure carbon doesn't burn as easily to start. Once you hit a certain point, yes, it will burn, but comparatively speaking, burnt wood does not set on fire as quickly. You'll actually, that's why like big beams in churches will, or in big beams in burning buildings will be the last thing to burn, because the charcoal actually, the burning process stops it from really burning further. For my case, it's simply aesthetics, and I'll show you the finished product at the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Thanks, bye.